What's up YouTube? It's Bogle here. Today we're getting into this 1/3 scale Goku from Figure Class. This is the Teen Goku sitting on Flying Nimbus, the anime version. I've been particularly excited to get this in and check it out, so let's unbox it and let's see what Figure Class has going on for us today. All right guys, first things first, let's get into this shiver box and see what's going on. Okay guys, let's check out the box art on this thing. So this is my first time seeing this too with y'all, so let's check it out. We got a beautiful image of Teen Goku here. The resolution's amazing, super bright colors. I love the box art of all of it. This is number 622 of 666. Got another great photo here, some more environment, Sitting Pose Series, Volume 1, Son Goku anime version. Got the Figure Class logo here. More Figure Class here, so let's go ahead and get into this guy. Figure Class has the best straps. These things are awesome. Really cool, nice material. I love companies that do that little extra mile like that. Check this out guys. This is a beautiful metal COA card. It's absolutely beautiful. We'll get into details of that later on. All right guys, let's check out these individual pieces, and this thing is so much bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be pretty big, but it's large. So let's check it out. We got the Figure Class logo here, Sitting Pose, Volume 1, Son Goku, anime version 622 of 666. All right guys, let's look at the portrait. This is the crown jewel, if you will. All right guys, now that we got Goku out of the box here, let's go ahead and check out all the details and see what all of this hype is about. First of all, he's humongous. He is supposed to be a 3rd scale. I've seen him sitting next to other quarter scales, and he looks a little bit more on the quarter scale side actually. He is very large, but he sits really well with other quarter scales, so one of their scales are a little off, but yeah, so I'm looking at this for the first time with you guys, so let's get into it, and we'll start with the base down here, the Nimbus. A little bit of dust, but it's really smooth, really soft. The sculpture is excellent, nice deep cuts into here, so that looks really, really good. The color is on point, it's perfect. The shadows are really, really well done. Very smooth, fluffy. I love the paint job of the Nimbus Cloud. So let's get into his suit. The suit has a lot of texture, a lot of texture. With the scale this large, I would imagine that there would be a lot of texture. We're seeing Goku very up close and really getting a sense of the character actually sitting there. And so the texture is really important, I think. So the leather on the feet here looks really, really good. Sorry, I'm like seeing this for the first time, so this is really, really cool. The boot color is amazing. The leather texture on the boot, crushed it. They absolutely nailed it. The texture on the pants and the shirt here, really well done. Not too overly done, but definitely has some real, and it's not this very consistent kind of same texture. It's almost a little chunkier here and there than other places, which makes it almost more realistic. Sometimes when the texture is done and they kind of just do it all over, it looks like they just digitally kind of applied that texture, but this looks really authentic. The hands look really good. The muscles in the hands, all of that, the anatomy looks awesome. It definitely looks like someone who's strong and has that going on. The color of this is awesome. I know they did an anime version, a manga version, a black and white version, I think. This one, I wasn't really sure which one I really cared for or which one I liked better, but I slept on the statue a little bit and didn't get it right in the beginning, so this is what I was able to get. I kind of really like that it's not heavily shadowed or highlighted. It looks just more realistic. Again, I feel like it's really like I'm seeing the character sitting right in front of me. What else? The knot of his belt is sticking in here. It's not going in all the way. If you get on down and look at it on the side, you can see it's sticking out a little bit, but you would never notice straight on, so that's really not a big deal, but it is like, I might need to do a little sanding to get it to slip in. It's not really that big of a deal, actually. The texture of his skin is awesome. Definitely some scuffs. Kind of looks like a crosshatch version that you would see in a manga, but realistic, which is really, really cool. The cuts of his muscles are really deep, really strong. The skin tone on the arms is really good. The shadowing's not too crazy. They kind of let the sculpture do its thing. So I like that they didn't overly do the skin tone on here. The symbol on the outfit looks really good. It's definitely like a water slide, but it looks fine to me, honestly. I couldn't imagine like painting all those, doing 666 of those, so I'm fine with the water slide. It looks good, doesn't really bother me at all. Again, the color on his outfit is amazing. I always thought Goku looked really bright in the anime. His outfit was so orange, and so you just come to love it because you love the character, but this is like very dulled down. The blue is kind of like almost has like a touch of gray in it, so it calms it down, and it just looks earthier, which is, I think, looks more realistic. It's not everything needs to be really bright and loud. The character is doing that. He's very much a character. So yeah, like let's get more realistic with his clothing. I love the muted tones, actually. I'm very happy that I went with this particular version. It looks absolutely amazing. Continuing on to the muscle tone. Again, it looks great. Let's turn this on. There we go. That'll help a little bit. So yeah, the other arm looks really good. I've noticed that this hand is sitting off of his leg a little bit, and I can see the indentions on where his fingers are supposed to be, but they aren't really making a full contact. It's kind of lifted kind of a lot, like maybe like 1/8 of an inch. He's totally coming off. So maybe if I heat this up a little bit, it might settle the arm back down. Looking at it straight on, you don't really notice it that much, but if you're looking at any other perspective, his hand is straight up floating off of the leg. So I'm gonna have to see what I can do about that. It seems fixable, but you never know. I'm gonna keep talking about the clothes because it just looks so good. The super sharp edge here, the symbol on the back, again, another water slide, but I think it looks just fine. Doesn't really bother me at all. It is a little shiny. It kind of throws off the texture of here. I think Goku would have it like knitted or something in his universe. The split of the pants here looks really good. It's very accurate. Couple little like paint, little things aren't extra super perfect, but this was a pretty high run, so whatever. It's also pretty affordable. So the biggest thing that I noticed, and it is like pretty noticeable unfortunately, is the skin tone of the face does not totally match the skin tone of the body. Honestly, it looks like I took the head off of another figure and then stuck it on this body to see what it would look like, but yeah, the skin tone on the body looks way more realistic, and then the skin tone in the face is way brighter, more illustrative. And I know why they did that. It's because they did one color for this outfit and then like another kind of color variant for the other outfit. And I bet you on the brighter, louder colored outfit, this looks better on it. But it looks like they took the head off of a much brighter and more animated version of this and put it on this more realistic version. So that's pretty noticeable for sure. The hair is really good. The hair is so on point. Probably some of the best sculpted Saiyan hair I've seen in a long time. Very sharp angles, not too sharp of points, but sharp enough. The lines on the roundness of the head is really good. That was such a good idea to do that. I see some very small, maybe like a little bubble or something in the molding part. I see a tiny little thing there, but it's pretty small. You wouldn't see it if you're just looking at the statue displayed. Yeah, the seam line in the bangs is pretty gnarly. It's pretty, you can see it. I can clearly see the seam, and they could have done that maybe a little better. I get it, you gotta paint the face because of the bangs, but seam line is something else. His expression is really good, and the nose is really good, which I'm so critical about the noses of these statues. Sometimes they're just ruin it. I've sold a statue because a nose this big looked like shit, so no, but this one looks really, really good. They crushed it. The paint on the face that is the hair is a little sloppy. I guess it looks pretty good. I mean, again, they painted so many of these. I'm being like hypercritical, like they only made one, but yeah. Some paint, black paint on the ear. It's kind of like more on his ear. But the big thing, so, okay. I would say this statue at a glance, just like looking at it real quick, oh, what's that over there? Like 7 or 8 out of 10. This thing's killer, has a really cool presence. But when you get up on it, there are some things that aren't super amazing. It could just be mine. It could be the version I got. It could be because I got number 622 of 666. So I don't know, but I don't know how you would not notice that face on that. I don't know if it's reading on camera. I'm gonna try to take some photos to really show you. Like, it's pretty dramatic though. So looks like an opportunity for me to repaint some of this. I also didn't spend an arm and a leg on it, so I wouldn't mind doing my own paint on it. I might get more detail into the Nimbus. I would probably rather match the face and paint this. So I'll probably brighten this up because it will be much easier to match this color. It's a lot more illustrative than this, and also way easier to paint arms and than to redo the portrait. I love the skin tone on the face. It's really bright. It looks great. I like this too. If this matched this, game changer. Like, it would be a heavy hitter piece. This thing's amazing. But if I'm being honest, that's kind of a drag. Paint's a little thin on the ear. It's a little transparent. But other than that, that's my honest review of the whole thing. There's some parts of it that are just amazing. The texture on the clothes, amazing. The color on the clothes, amazing. Skin texture, amazing. Skin color, amazing on the body. All of the hair is really good. The hair is probably my favorite part, maybe outside of the orange suit. It's really good, but there's some flaws in it for sure. So let's get a closer look. Let's get some photos. All right, guys, let's talk about this COA card. This thing is next level. This is really where Figure Class shines with fun stuff like this. So it is a very thick metal plate, essentially. Got the Figure Class logo here. Very sharp, very clean. It looks awesome. I love the texture on the inside. On the other side, we have Son Goku anime version number 622 of 666 by Figure Class with this awesome portrait of Goku here. Got his symbol going on in the corner, but the expression's perfect. It's just what we've come to know as Goku, being silly and funny. The quality and the artwork on this thing is next level, and I really love it. I would definitely display this with the statue here. This is maybe one of my favorite parts of this whole piece, so yeah, wanted to share it. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this episode. So thank you for tuning in. Please hit the subscribe button, click that like, thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so you can keep up with all of the videos that are gonna be coming very shortly. We have a vast number of statues on the way, some really big, crazy stuff that I'm very excited about. So make sure you click the notification bell so that you are up to date on all the new episodes coming out. And thanks for joining, and let's get into more boxes in the future. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll see you then.